Let's look at the beast. Oh my God. The beast has exploded. Hi, this is episode 14 of Yarn and Glass. I'm Virgine, and that's Charlie behind the camera.
Cameraman.
And yeah, it's been a long time. We haven't done a podcast. We just felt as though it was wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't seem right with everything that's going on, but you know, this is going to go on a while, and I feel like I watch a lot of video podcasts, and I feel like, you know, they kind of help me through the day in a way. Yes, some of the, you know, especially the vlogs that people are doing about, you know, what's happening in their lives all over the world, which is really interesting to me. So, you know, we decided we've got some things that we've been doing. We've been busy. We've been home and busy and sheltered, and this is like day 54 of us being sheltered. And yeah, we've got a lot of things going, and yeah, we feel fortunate that we can be home and stay sheltered and feel, you know, terrible for people that, you know, have to be out there in the world.
It's really a horrible situation.
Yeah, it's really horrible.
The other thing, it's really nice that we have been, you know, we've gotten along extremely well, and
we do.
This will, you know, this kind of situation of being together, you know, for 54 days or something. If you have any rough edges, it'll rub them off.
Well, we don't.
So we're
have
doing
any
good. We don't have any.
edges.
No, we don't have any.
We're doing really well,
We're
and
doing well.
we do keep extremely busy.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to share with you some of the things we've been doing. So
Yeah.
first of all, in knitting, this is my third rose quartz sweater. I seem to be gravitating to that pattern, but I'm doing a fade, which is where you fade one color into the next. So I've got three different colors of yarn here that I faded into one into the next and to the next. And I'm ready for the border and the haven't done the sleeves yet, obviously, and the band, the front band and the collar, but I was trying to figure out a fourth color, and so I've been dyeing yarn, and I dyed this yarn, and it's actually the third color, so I could continue with the third color. And then I thought, well, maybe something really different, and so I think it's too different. It's too crazy. It's a purple with fuchsia in it, so that's not right. So I'm going to have to go back to the dye pot in the garage, the crock pot that we no longer use. So that's one thing I've been doing. I've been having fun dyeing yarn. I have a lot of projects going. I've said that before, that I cast on a lot of things, and now with this going on, I think I just see empty needles, I see yarn, and I just cast new things on, and I have a lot. So there's that. But this was one of them, and I thought I'd show this because this is called the Mosaics cowl.
Oops.
And so it's a very cool pattern. It's a tube that you do a provisional cast on. So you cast on, and then you're going to graft. You're going to graft the end of it. You're going to make a big circle. And you're going to graft the last end to the first, and that white yarn will be gone. But the problem, and I thought I'd make it scrappy and get rid of lots of scraps, and that's fun. But it's too wide, I think, for a cowl. I really want it to be about like half.
So you wrap it up like around your neck?
Yeah, and I'm going to double wrap it, so it'll be
Wow.
double, and it'll be too much this width. I mean, it's pretty. I like it.
That's really
And
cool.
it's a lot of work. I really like the pattern. It's a free pattern, Mosaics cowl by I think Patty Waters and I wrote it down. Patty Waters and I don't know,
You can add a name later.
somebody.
Yeah.
But Patty Waters is a name I'm familiar with. So I am taking out the needles, and I am, guess what I'm doing? What's that called?
Frogging it?
Frogging it. I'm frogging it.
Picked up a few words here
And
there.
why is the word frogging?
Because you gotta rip it?
Exactly. Rip
Oh,
it, rip
trained.
it, rip it. Wow. So that's going to be a real pain to frog because it's so many colors, but I am going to do it. That'll be good TV time. So that's just silliness. But I'm going to start it over, and it's going to be half of this. So which will be a lot faster. Stitch
Uh-oh.
markers in the couch.
Oh.
Okay, so there's that. I've been doing a lot of sewing. There were masks. There were a lot of masks. I think I made 63 masks.
63 masks.
Yes.
I'm trying to give you a message here.
I don't know what that means.
The message is that we're running out of energy on our little handheld piece of equipment.
What's it say?
It says low power and it's blinking.
That's okay.
So
Well,
we'll keep going. We'll
yeah.
cut it. Okay.
So I've mailed those to friends and family.
That was really
And if anybody
impressive.
watching this needs a mask, I'm certainly happy to send them a mask. But I'm kind of drifted away from masks for a while because I've run out of people. But no, I haven't run out of people. But I did mail a lot of them out. I mailed all of them out. And I've been sewing some other things. I decided to start sewing. I made some project bags, and anyway, I'll show this next time. But so that's the intro. Now we're going to do a little bit on our garden. We've been gardening.
We have been gardening.
You saw at the beginning of the episode sourdough. I am addicted to the sourdough starter. So that was a little thing about
very
the
good.
sourdough at the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
I love sourdough starter. That's crazy. And we have a garden going. So we're going to show that.
Yep.
And you've got a little bit of shop talk in the garage.
I have.
And I have some mosaics. I finished several mosaics in this time since the last episode. So we're going to show about 3 or 4
Some
of those.
really nice mosaics too.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So
Good work.
that's going to be
let me-
the episode.
Let me say one more thing. You did some really nice masks for a lot of people, and it's very nice of you.
Oh, well,
There you go.
I felt as though I was at least doing something.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You
It's good
just
to be able to
feel
like you got to do something. It's
helpless.
horrible. Yeah, I know. But you did that, and that is touching. It's real touching. So there you go.
Okay, so
Okay,
it's
so
going to run out,
Let's
so
run
we're
out,
going to
so
plug it
stop
in.
it. Pop it. Whoa.
I'm going to take you out to the garden. We still have some flats with some seeds growing. So we're going to see where Charlie is. He is over at the garden. That's where he went to. He's digging more of the garden up because we need more garden. Hey. So here's the garden with its own baby gate. And it's got fence, and it's got paths going through it. The tiles are paths, right?
Right.
So we got tomato plants. So those are pretty good
They're doing real
size.
good.
And then there's lettuce. I see lettuce over in that first row, and the second row has
Squash.
it's squash, and there's some cucumbers in there somewhere.
There's going to be beans,
There's going to be beans. There's going to be
cucumbers.
potatoes. There's going to be green onions. There's going to be sweet peppers and hot peppers. There's going to be
Those
What else?
Roma tomatoes and regular.
there's 2
tomatoes.
kinds of
You
tomatoes.
can only get 2 kinds because of
Right. Yeah,
the,
it's a problem.
stuff that's
Yeah.
going on.
Hard to get plants. I can't believe we got these 4 tomato plants. We were lucky because man, the cars were pulling up and the tomato plants were gone. So
But I
but-
might want to interject one more thing.
Yes.
The serious reason I put those, it's like a walkway.
right.
So you can
It's
go
good.
in there and you don't have to step all over your plants.
I know.
So it's actually brilliant.
It's
I think.
cool.
I think
No,
it's
and
brilliant.
you can then weed
And I can weed.
and
Yeah, I can weed.
water. Yeah,
And water.
well, you can water from here. No, I
So,
like it. So that's the garden.
That's the garden.
I like it.
Before and after.
I like it.
I do too.
The story of the baby gate is one of our kids in Texas had a baby gate that they were sending to the ones here in in St. Louis to use with the new baby, and it didn't work because it doesn't have a cat door. So we had it in our garage ready to go to a thrift shop, and then COVID happened, and there it was, and we needed a gate, and so there it is.
Actually, another serious note to make it edit out too. But I really, this doing something physical like this
It's a good thing.
is a really good thing. It actually makes me feel very happy. I haven't put a garden in for 30 years probably.
I know.
And I'm really enjoying it.
I'm
It's
happy.
almost as good as shop work.
You've got
This
got your thing here.
Garden talk.
I know.
It's
We're
garden talk.
we're
Okay,
switching to
that's it.
garden talk. So we're in the garage.
This is would be
And
the
this
garage.
here is our quarantine table.
Yeah.
And we have signs on it, so whatever comes in Monday goes in the house on Friday, and et cetera, all the way down the
Tuesday, all
table.
the way through it.
And yeah, we don't have very much, but we have a few packages here on this table and something on the last table. I think that's a Mother's Day gift. I know what
Good,
that
I
is.
know what that is.
And it gets to come in the house on
Sunday.
Thur-
No, on Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Cool.
it comes in
Okay.
Thursday.
So what have you been doing?
So as far as actually doing stuff, I did some pre-cutting okay, on some boards that you cut them so that they fit. This is going to be a square, right? So you cut them so they fit. And then you do, if you want to do some router work on it, you do that. And this is a kind of a nice piece of decent wood, I guess. So I'm going to do that. So I have a bunch of those. If you look over here, you see them all
You've
spread
got a
around.
lot of frames going.
Down here's some
Barnwood.
Barnwood down.
I see barnwood.
Barnwood.
Oh, and I see,
Great.
look at this cool barnwood.
And this
Oh,
is,
I
okay,
want
this
that
is
one.
really some smaller pieces, but it's white barnwood.
Yeah.
Be a little bitty piece. There's some
beautiful.
blue barnwood.
Beautiful.
But let me show you something over here. Come follow me. I'll show you something really cool.
Okay.
But the problem is there's not enough of it.
Oh,
This
it's
is
such a
really
cool piece.
old wood.
It's
And you
such
see
a
that?
cool
And you gotta see
piece.
the color in this. But look at this piece.
It's beautiful.
That's probably like 1800 or
But
something.
you could use that for once. Oh,
Well, I'd have to cut it, cut it down the middle.
down the middle. Yeah.
But look at these. I mean, probably most people are going, what?
They're gorgeous.
But I love this kind of really historic looking cool stuff.
This is the real
And look at
thing.
this.
This is old.
This is real. This is older than I am, maybe. Well,
And
maybe
these
not that
are
old.
these the ones from Minnesota?
Yeah, these are upper Minnesota,
Yeah.
someplace in some farm. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
So maybe you could use it for, I don't know what, but put a mosaic in the middle of
I
it.
love that with the hole in it.
That is so cool. But to make it work.
Yes.
But on another note,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to make a frame with this. I'm going to cut this down the middle. Okay.
Well,
So I'm going to cut it like
Freedom
this.
Freedom is in that white,
Yeah. Yeah.
wasn't he?
I think so.
We're gonna, I'll show that, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe I already showed it.
Might have should already, but I'm gonna make, I'm gonna cut this and we're gonna make a frame out of this.
Yeah,
And this will be a real nice looking piece
Yeah.
of wood too, but I got a whole bunch of stuff. I
Right.
got some other wood.
so you've got about 8, 9,
Yeah.
10 frames going.
And this is also, we just got a shipment of,
Weedy board.
Weedy board, which
That's
is
where
what
the
puts
weedy
it-
board comes, big sheets.
yeah, like that. It's real
Yes.
lightweight,
Yeah.
but it's really strong.
It's great, yes.
Yeah, so it works really very well.
That's good.
And,
Good deal, all right.
pretty good deal. That's Shop Talk?
Shop talk.
Shop Talk.
This is the photograph that I took. We were in Grand Marais, up the North Shore in Minnesota, and there was a girl reading a book on the banks of Lake Superior that I fell in love with this picture, and for years, I wanted to mosaic this
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah,
and
you
I
did.
knew it was going to be a challenge, and I just put it off and decided, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this girl. So I started her, and yes, it was a challenge, wasn't it?
It was a real challenge for you.
So so I started her, and here she is at the beginning. I did pretty good on the tights. I was having trouble with the arm and the backpack. It was not going well. I got people's opinions on it, and
Lots of opinions.
It was
Yeah.
I was not happy.
Yeah.
I just kept playing. The rocks were wrong. But then, so I changed the backpack. I changed the arm. Was going to deal with the rocks later. But backpack was looking like a backpack now. And the arm was better. Then I started playing with the book. And
looks
I
real.
had to do
It's really cool.
print, had to figure out print, and I used glass frit, which worked. And then I started playing with rocks. And here she is done. Yeah, I think I made the right decisions on the rocks. I used some pavers that our son in Texas had some scraps and some gravel and mixed with sand and made the water with little curves of blues. And yeah, I didn't talk about her boots, but I really like her boots. And the book, yeah, and there's the backpack, and yeah, I'm really proud of her. And I'm going to enter her in a contest next year, hopefully. You going? I think so. Okay, so I'm about to grout Draco the Dragon. I'm finally doing this. He's been a long time coming. I'm excited about grouting him because then I get to put the stars on the constellation. I want to do him in 2 colors, which involved a lot of taping, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run because I'm going to grout him in a very light blue-green, and I'm going to grout the background in black. So here we go. Got the grout over here. I'm going to put a bunch of it on and do it. This is the fun part. The taping was crazy on this because of all the parts of him and the wings and the way the background came through the wings here in little, to separate the wings. So it was, I think it'll be worth it in the end though. We'll see. I'm excited to get him done. He's been waiting to get grouted for a long time. And it's a perfect day here in St. Louis. It's like 70 degrees and it's good. Let's grout where it goes. And then we'll let it sit. I'll be a little careful about my taped lines, but I can always go over things in black that I want to be black. I may have just barely made enough grout. Let's see. Get some of it off here. I'm going to run out. Come on, grout. You can make it. There's a lot over there. Close in it. Some off here. See if I got any more out of the bowl. A little bit. Just his tail. I think I can get his tail with these straps. Well, I never come that close with grout. I always either have too much or too little. I did it. Cover all the spaces. Try to get myself a tiny bit of spoon so that I'll have some in case I need it. Yeah, that's great. Then, rid of that. I take a little bit of a damp cloth. Just wipe him down a little bit, and then I let it sit. Just to get some of the loose bits off, smooth him out a little. These all in the cracks. I think I got it. There. One part there that needs some grout. Right there. Okay, now he sits. Alright. I think I am ready to take the tape off. See what we got. Use my nails to get little blobs of glue off. That's why I've never been known for my manicures, because I don't have them. Okay, here we go. So here is Draco the Dragon done. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about him. He's called Draco the Dragon, a constellation. And the stars are on there.
Let's
And
get
if
up
you
close here.
can
We'll
get
take-
up close, yeah, you can see them.
You
Yeah.
can see the stars right there.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's
this really-
done.
Yeah, that's really nice.
He was a little bit of a challenge, but mainly in the grouting because there were so much to tape.
Different
There's
colors
two
and
colors
stuff
of
like that,
grout.
yeah.
But yeah, I may do some other constellations and have a series because he kind of goes with my galaxy that I made quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, my interpretation of galaxy, obviously. But I think I'm going to do a couple more constellations to have a series, because I'm going to be in the gallery next year for a month,
Yeah.
and it would be nice to have some that went
You were
together.
going to be in a gallery till this.
Well,
plague
yeah, the
thing hit.
pandemic. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be July, and I kind of bowed out. But I will. I have booked next
That's
October.
good.
This
I will be
October.
there. I'm
October
coming to the show.
of 2021.
You know,
So I have time to make some constellations.
I think doing the constellations is a stellar
I
idea.
have over a year. So
Good.
yeah, so I'll have mosaics. So it'll be good. So thanks. And here is we were originally going to name him Barbed Wire, if you watched the last episode, but I decided not to put the barbed wire on it. I kind of like him the way he is, and he is named Freedom because he has no barbed wire, and he is listed on the Redbud Artisan Market at this point. I'm probably going to open my Etsy store soon, but right now he's listed there. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way he turned out. This guy is also listed on the Redbud Artisan Market. We named him Ole. The frame seemed to call for a longhorn, and it just seemed to go together. And yeah, really like him. Here's another new piece. This is called Shadow Eagle. Also on the Redbud Artisan Market, has the inkle weaving in the routed edge that Charlie does, and yeah, so that's an eagle. And the last piece that's finished is Hedwig. It's a new Hedwig, and he's also on the Redbud Artisan Market. Yeah. So that guy's finished. And the one that I just finished is, and I'm going to do a whole segment of on the next episode called From Photograph to Mosaic, but this is one of them. This was a photograph, one of my favorite photographs that I've taken of our exchange student who was from Estonia, and we visited her in Estonia. And we were in her college town, and she was walking down this path, and it was a rainy day, and I just loved this photograph, and always, for like the last 5 years, I've been wanting to mosaic this, but I didn't have the courage to do it because it's complicated. But I did it, and I just finished it, and here it is.
Step back.
I'm probably going to add some sand to it because we looked at it this morning with some sand in it, so it's not quite done, but it's almost done. But there she is, and I'm really liking it.
Very nice.
I really like it.
Yeah, me too.
I used a hammer to hammer glass into almost glass dust to make this part. And yeah, again, I took things off and I redid things. At first, her shirt, it looked like a prisoner shirt. The stripes were too wide, and I finally decided, I'll just do little thin pieces. I'll use the saw to do very thin pieces. I love the way the trees give it perspective.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
I'm
That's
happy
good.
with the way it turned out. So we're gonna name that Walking in the Rain.
Yeah.
So that's that. I think
Good.
Evelyn might be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you
That's
go.
really nice, really nice.
And, oh, the last thing I wanted to show is something Charlie made. We talked about it last time with the vine box. That was a gift with wine, and these all had wine in them. And I wanted him to make something for Millefiori, and he did. So I have those
did.
tubes of Millefiori. And the Millefiori is little glass, well,
I'm gonna walk around and show them the top, but I'll also show them the glass too,
okay,
because,
they're little glass, not beads, but
you can't see it
little
all,
glass
but-
flowers.
and that's,
And I just
it's
spilled some.
actually
but
pretty
that's
wood
okay.
too, see?
Yeah, and it works
It's
pretty
all
well.
about pretty wood. There
And
you
it's
go.
great. Yeah, it's great. So that's fun. So that's mosaics. Okay, there's a little bit more yarn here at the end, and then we're gonna close off. But, so this is going to be a blanket.
No,
Yeah.
no, it can't be a
This
blanket.
is the beginning of a blanket.
It's too little to be a blanket.
I know, I've lost my mind. It's called the Bettendorf. It's,
Look at him real
there's
close.
a pattern.
Let's see
There's a
here. Okay.
pattern. And I've made a few of them, but it's gonna take a lot of them. But they're easy to
Yeah.
make, and they're fun, and they don't take much yarn. So there's that, but yeah, I've lost my mind. So
How
they're,
big will that be?
as big as you want it to be. I don't know,
Gotcha,
it might be
gotcha.
a doll blanket. And then, okay, so, Little Drops of Wonderful, which is a podcast that I regularly watch. She's doing a vlog now during the quarantine.
Okay.
And, she's doing a, make along of she calls them dodgy bags because, you're making them yourself, and maybe there's mistakes, but
Uh-huh.
they are what they are. So I kind of got into the craziness of making my own bags, and I started really badly. This one's really bad. I mean, I kind of winged it, and it's just not good. It's really, really not good.
Looks good to me.
It's
but
not good.
It's not
and
good.
this
Okay,
was
we're-
actually an old shirt of mine that I cut up. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll use it, but it's bad.
It's bad.
So
Okay,
then
that one's bad.
this is I haven't even put all these on the
You've got a
contents yet.
few of them there,
I
don't
have
you?
made a lot of bags.
Oh my God, look at
I
that.
mean, I've made bags and bags and bags and bags and
What was
little bags.
Little bags. all
And the
kinds of
reason
bags.
I like this one's really good, because I do 2 socks at a time consecutively. So I want a bag inside a bag for one sock to be inside
Yeah.
with the other sock. So that's cool. This one says knit. That's
cool. I like that.
And this one, yeah, that one and that one. This one turned out to be a bucket bag by accident.
Let's
See,
look
I
at
never
it.
know what I'm doing because it's got this flat
Well, they turn
top.
out well. It's got a flat top.
I mean, it's
That's
kind of cool. It sinks down. So I sort of really like that one. And this was my last one. And this is to commemorate you. I had a shirt.
Walk the Camino.
Yeah, I did not walk the Camino, but you did.
I walked the Camino.
Yeah, you and Zach,
Yeah,
our son.
we did.
Yeah, so I made a bag out of that shirt and I put the shell on it, which is a
Yeah,
symbol,
that's a sign of the
symbol
Camino.
of the Camino.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What is the spam shirt you're wearing? Because I know
Oh,
people are going to be wondering. They're going to
it's-
be curious about
It's my
this.
favorite museum. It's my favorite museum. It's in Austin,
Austin,
Minnesota. I
Minnesota,
almost
yeah.
said Texas. Austin, Minnesota. Yeah. And we just happen. I have kind of wanted to go to I've never
Who
eaten.
wouldn't want to go to
I
the
have
spam
never
museum?
eaten spam in my whole life. Still haven't. But we happened to go to this museum on the day it was their 80th birthday. And so it was this huge celebration.
It's actually kind of a cool place.
And it's a very cool place, and it was even cooler on their for their
Yeah.
birthday party.
Yeah.
That was an accident. So anyway, that's the end of the episode, and you can. I didn't say at the beginning, but you can find me at I'm Mosaics by Virgin on Facebook, Instagram. where else?
We've got a new thing in Texas too.
Oh, the Red Bud Artisan Market, yes.
That's
which
really cool.
Which I will have already mentioned.
You'll already
because of-
mention, okay.
Because of the mosaic, we're doing this out of order.
Okay.
But yes, I have some pieces in that market.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I have a second Instagram account called Knitting Mosaic Madness, which I'm going to close down so that I just have one.
Okay.
One Instagram account. It just makes sense to combine my two hobbies, knitting, crocheting, knitting, and sewing a little bit, and mosaics. So I'm just going to have the one account. So I've put that on the one account, but I'm going to close it down probably within the next week. So I'm just going to be Mosaics by Virgin on everything. So
That sounds like a good name.
that sounds good. Mosaic Madness on Ravelry, but that doesn't matter.
That doesn't count, okay.
yeah,
Or does
so-
count. No.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this craziness, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye from
Bye.
us. Bye.